Barstool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker. Mostly Sports.
We should get a new intro that includes you, but
Nah, man.
take about 2 weeks to do it and wait and debut it the day Mark Titus returns, or right before Mark Titus
That
returns.
sounds like the mostly sports
Yeah.
bit that I have ever heard of.
We need to get something really nice
In my
prepared for
entire
you.
life.
Maybe your name on the logo and drop it about 30 minutes before Mark Titus walks back in the building.
That'd be great. How's Mark? Have we got a fatherhood update? I know at the beginning you've seen a couple pictures. They were adorable. Seems like he's doing great. Still doing great? Everything good?
I don't know. I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Who is this Mark Titus?
Mark Titus.
That's a way funnier way to say it. All right, mostly sports. It is Wednesday, July 16th.
Oh.
Is that right?
Yeah, my wife's birthday's in 3 days. Just
Wow. Happy birthday to your wife.
Yeah, thank you.
early.
You almost just say I just remembered that? Because
I knew, no. I knew it was coming up. I didn't realize we had already arrived at the 16th. So
15th was yesterday. That's when the All-Star game was.
did not realize that either.
16th is today.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume 17th is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Probably followed by the 18th.
I'm still in a bit of the Barstool whirlwind
Yeah.
where everything just is kind of
All the people sitting around doing nothing is just confusing you.
topsy-turvy. No,
You wonder how these people live with themselves?
No.
Oh.
It's just a very exciting time. Like last night, man. That was such a fun night. It was I don't know. It was unreal. It was so much fun to just get to be out there with the boys, smashing home runs.
Well, you know what else is fun,
running around
T-Bob?
Feeling good. Drinking Jaeger.
Yeah. We're brought to you by Jägermeister. And I don't want to admonish the fans. I don't want to get on to you right now, but I just got to say
It's
one
kind
thing.
of your shtick.
You've been drinking Jägermeister all wrong.
Oh.
You've been drinking it room temperature, chilled, slightly chilled, a little more chilled. You need to be drinking it ice cold.
damn, that's cold.
Ice cold shots.
Damn, that's cold.
Ice cold shots, Connor.
Damn, that's cold.
Brandon.
Yeah. Well, who said that?
Well, you said ice cold shots. Connor, he said, damn, that's cold. And so I was adding the Brandon little name reputation. I screwed that up.
But you understand that it was confusing to me.
Yeah. In retrospect, it was a shot that I should have laid off on. I should've kept the bat on the shoulder?
How many
on that.
botanicals, Connor? Like 40?
A little bit more.
Like 42.
Oh, buddy. A little bit.
48.
It's in the 50s, man.
No.
Yeah.
What?
More than an NFL roster. You could field an entire NFL roster.
It's true.
More than 53?
56.
What the
56 botanicals. So wherever you're at, if you're hanging with friends or at the bar, or maybe you're doing all the sports stuff, you might just be doing the mostly sports stuff. And call the shots. I wonder, if people are out this weekend and they're doing the mostly sports stuff, what does that look like? I would like for mostly sports fans, family members, to tweet in you doing mostly sports stuff. What does that mean?
It's doing weird bits that are really just lies.
Uh-huh.
Like you go to a restaurant and at the end you're like, oh, I left my wallet in the car, guys. And then you later reveal after the other guy pays, just kidding. I had it in my pocket the entire time.
T-Bob,
Funny.
put a pin in that. Remember to check out Jägermeister at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Jägermeister liqueur, 35% alcohol by volume. Imported by Mass Jägermeister U.S., White Plains, New York. I am 46 years old. My dad lived till about when I was 43, 44. Okay?
Yeah.
For the first 43 years of my life, anytime I would go out with my dad to dinner, if he saw someone in the building that he knew, for 43 years, he would walk up to him, grab his back pocket, and be like, I forgot my wallet. I forgot my wallet.
So your dad set the tone for the entire
Correct.
mostly
Yes.
sports universe.
Yes. My dad might have created mostly sports just by having a running bit every single time. He had two running bits at the restaurant. A, he would do that. B, he would order tea, and when the waitress would go, sweet or unsweet? And he says, well, people call me sweet. And that was my dad. He was also a crackhead who was in jail.
I'm going to I might adopt the wallet one. There's one thing about getting older is being able to really lean into and engage with those cheesy bits.
Mm-hmm.
I am head over heels with they let anyone in here.
Yeah, you got
when you see a friend in the restaurant. I mean, it is the best feeling. Everybody laughs. You get a big old bear hug when you see the person because you're excited. It's the absolute best.
Love restaurant.
Who invited this guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Another great one. I mean,
I fucking love a good restaurant bit. Waiters and waitresses fucking hate to see me come.
would your dad ever do this? So would he do it even to the same server?
Oh yeah, every
Okay,
time.
okay.
Of course, once we went to a restaurant, we were usually not allowed back in for the dine and dash, but still, we were. He would just run it back. We would go to Morrison's cafeteria every Thursday night, and get the same thing, and he would do the same bit with the same people. God. Am I wistful for No. The drugs. The cocaine. T-Bob, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about either last night's All-Star game or the home run derby. Probably start with the All-Star game. Electric All-Star game.
So you're saying you're putting the Major League Baseball All-Star game, which ended in a 6-6 tie after 9 innings, and then went to a thrilling new format. You either want to talk about that or you schlubs hitting home runs over a 200-foot fence.
So when you lay it out that way, my mistakes are laid clearly in front of me for myself. See, but I just want to celebrate Ebo. But we can celebrate Ebo a bit later. Yeah, last night's All-Star game, even though I had to end up catching up through like YouTube like videos and everything because we were on the field during the time. I mean, absolutely fucking electric.
All right, I'll say this. If you had asked me 2 days ago, if you had a time machine, you said, Brandon, tomorrow night, the All-Star game will end in a tie after 9 innings, and the way they will settle this is a 3-swing swing-off with 3 different players. They'll have a mini home run derby to determine the winner of the All-Star game. I would have scoffed. I would have looked at you and I said, no, that's not how we do it in baseball land. We're not going to do that. And then I watched it, and it was absolutely perfect.
It worked.
It was absolutely great. It was fantastic. I like that Major League Baseball is now playing with its all-star format and doing these things and reaching, trying different things in the all-star game. The NHL kind of really blazed a new trail this year with how they changed their all-star format. And now baseball, I think, really hit a fun way to – because would I like to see a walk-off in the 9th or the 10th? Yeah, but – this was better. This was great. This is a great way to end an exhibition, a fun exhibition with both teams on the field watching their guys. It was electric. Kyle Schwarber, the perfect. If there's ever been a man created for that moment in that environment with that on the line, give me 3 home runs so your team can win the All-Star game. It is Kyle Schwarber. He was perfectly crafted for this moment.
It was again the excitement was there the entire game.
The swing off gets all the love. It was a good game regardless.
And baseball remains one of the because Four Nations Cup, I mean, technically not an All-Star.
No, but it replaced the All-Star.
Yeah, so it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
But baseball remains the only All-Star game where guys can actually play hard. Where they can try to win, they can go hard as fuck. There's not a huge risk of injury.
Yeah.
Like you're only going to throw an inning or whatever. And so you get guys legitimately wanting to win.
Yeah.
Like beating out throws to first base, hustling their ass off. And so to get down 6-0, then watch your guy, Brent Rooker, coming up huge once
Great
again.
Couple days for Brent Rooker.
3-run jack to start the comeback. They come back, they tie it. In the top of the 9th, it was a fantastic quality game, and we got our first view into the challenge system on a big stage, and it had a massive impact. I mean, it was literally a challenge strike. Now, I don't know if you can get image out of the document, Teach, but I screenshotted it. I'm sure they're floating all over Twitter anyway. Did you see how close the challenge was from Diaz at the end to get the final out in the top of the 9th?
Oh yeah, it was right on. It was like catching the corner. A little bit, right?
We are talking a crescent moon.
It was catching
sliver.
the bottom left corner.
It was like the right edge, just the crescent of the ball, barely touched strike. So good challenge. He's out. We go to the bottom of the 9th. So I thought, and it was a system that, and I'm a
because there was a challenge in the bottom of the 9th too. That's the one I thought you were thinking of.
Okay, I'm thinking of. Am I thinking of? Let me see.
Yeah, you probably got it right. You probably got it
I'm
right.
thinking of the top of the ninth. This was this in the first inning? This was the first challenge ever from Scooble. This worked, but the top of the ninth one was the one that was really close, and it ends up ending the AL's rally.
Yeah.
NL gets to go to bat. They don't get it, but still, it's what created basically. Yeah, this one right here. And when they show the challenge, I like the mechanics of it. It's quick. You trust it. It's got kind of that tennis aspect to it where it's exciting where you see the ball coming in.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah, look at this. Watch. Salty would you be though? That was like the playoffs, and that was your team.
That is ballsy. I mean, if you did that in a playoff game, that's like the ballsiest thing ever. I mean, because it's 1-2, you can keep. There's not a lot of risk there. If it's like a 3-2 pitch,
Because if you get your challenge wrong, it's a ball. Correct.
if you get your challenge wrong, you just lose it.
Or you just lose your challenge.
Yeah, I think-
Well, it is a ball.
Yeah, then it would be a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to add a ball though.
So could we be headed towards the future if we do have this challenge system in place where it stops catchers from catching the ball like this?
No, framing. I love framing. We got to.
I think framing is
Framing's fine. They don't frame anymore. They used to frame. They used to. Framing is if I catch a ball, I stick the glove and I stop it right where I caught it, just so you can see it.
Yeah.
Now it's doing this shit every single pitch.
Yeah, it's a lot of movement. It's a lot of movement to the middle.
Yeah.
I want my catcher.
Some guys take it from the outside to the middle. Just take it to the strike zone.
No, I want my catcher to be a just one train track thought. What am I trying to say? I want him to be autistically focused on getting that ball to the middle, like the Coastal Carolina catcher from
Yeah.
this year. They made the big deal about because he had over like 200 balls that he got called as strikes. Like
No matter where he catches it, get it to the middle.
yes,
T-Bob, you know where that guy's going.
did he go to the Orioles?
He's newest member of the Young Core. We
Let's
got.
go.
You know how Marvel rebooted all the Marvel movies?
Oh, you're
Avengers?
rebooting the Young Core?
Yeah, we got the.
Wait, so the
we,
Young
we
Core.
got a Young Core
rebooted the
reboot.
Young Core. Okay.
We got 5 top 50 prospects in the draft on Monday.
But yeah, I just think that framing is a wonderful kind of consistent skill that isn't flashy, but is a skill nonetheless.
It is a skill and it's a great tool, but it is absolutely abused these days. And it started out as, again, I'm going to frame it right where I caught it so you can see that it was in fact a strike, and it has turned into fuck you up. You don't know where I caught this ball.
And they're getting so good at like timing it to where they're catching it like as they're coming up into the strike zone. It's so I don't like robot umps if robot umps are making every call. But I think I like this challenge system because it retains enough of the human element. It retains
That one right there. Aren't we fine with that being called a ball?
I mean,
Like that ball.
does that not give you an idea of how fucked the ump's job is?
Correct, yeah.
What the fuck up?
That ball was 99% outside the strike zone. It clipped it barely clipped the strike zone.
But that's where like watching with the new era of baseball broadcasting where you see the box every time.
Yeah.
If you had seen that pitch for the last 120 years of baseball, you're like, just missed off the black.
Yeah.
No big deal. But the second you see like the zone light up on the broadcast, you're like, what the fuck is this? This umpire sucks. Like, how did he miss that call?
But the reason we got to have the robot umps or we need this is like the first inning one. That was absolutely a strike. Right? Why are you missing that call?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's human. It's human. I think that now they didn't have the K zone on last night's broadcast, though. Correct? Was it up every pitch?
That I did not know.
Because I don't think so.
I was kind of
because
Busy hitting bombs?
yeah.
So, well, because, like, again, if we go back to the replay, that's kind of where the excitement comes in. You don't know where the K zone is. You don't see it.
Yeah.
And so it's in the it's like the tennis thing where you see, and then everybody cheers. Like,
yeah.
it's like watching the chain stretch out. So I prefer, I think I'm okay with the system I did last night. Don't show me the K zone. And then on challenges, be quick like you were. It was good. It passed muster.
Now, I don't know that anybody knew the rules going in or knows the rules now. But in the 3 home run swing off we had for the National League, we had who opened it? Kyle Stowers. Then we had
Good for a family member.
Then we had Kyle Schwarber, and then we had Pete Alonso. That was the that was the setting for the National League. For the American League, it was Brent Rooker. Can't remember the middle guy. It was Brent Rooker.
Couple of Aranda, maybe?
No, that was the last one.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm trying to think about that. I don't remember.
Who? Rosarena, yeah. So it was Rooker, Rosarena, and then it was Aranda from the race. Aranda has 11 home runs this year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, and nobody knew. Now, if a guy starts like Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge, I assume they were showered, dressed, maybe even on private planes, headed back to their team.
That is a tweet that I saw.
Right.
Is that some of the starters were
But
already.
Scuba was still there.
Well, and that's what I don't understand. Their managers were still there, and I was actually poring over the film of like the dugout celebrating.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I did not see Judge or Ohtani.
I didn't.
I don't know if that means that they were still there or not there, but like I tried to find them and I did not see them.
But this is a tweak we can make going forward. Now, we probably won't get this every year. Might not ever get it in the next 10 years. But if we were to get it in the next 10 years, let's just go ahead and have the Stars stay just in case. I mean, what's an extra 2 or 3 hours?
I do not understand leaving the game. I do not understand it.
You got all day today to travel. You got all last night. Just maybe stick around, Aaron Judge. Stick around, Shohei Ohtani. We might have something historic for you to do. We might have something that it's going to be awesome if you participate in. Now, Brett Rooker did a great job. He had 2 home runs.
I like 3 swings too, not 3 outs.
I do like 3 swings.
That's big.
I thought it was very. The pacing of it was perfect. It was well conceptualized and it was well executed. I just wish
what a couple days for baseball.
I wish Aranda had hit 1 home run so Pete Alonso could have a walk off.
Yeah.
I wish Aranda had done something. Now it does position Schwarber as the hero, the guy that had the 3 home runs.
How funny would it have been though if it was a Philly and a Met that led to the NL winning in? I mean, it's already funny enough that everybody was cheering for Kyle Schwarber.
The 3 players were all in the LA play.
Yeah,
it was a Marlin, a Philly, and a Met.
Oh yeah, who pointed that out? Somebody
Titus.
pointed that out in the text group. Yeah, just trolling a little bit. God, Olsen had a pretty awesome play too.
But even like Aranda, God bless him. You got Bobby Witt Jr. there who could have done it. You got other guys who are still around that probably could have done it. Like Brent Rooker was out of the game. Pete Alonso was out of the game. So you could use guys that were out of the game.
I think the managers were also kind of like, I don't know Aranda's story, but like I know with Stour, it was clear that they just wanted to give like the young kid like a high pressure shot.
Yeah.
And Stour actually said after the game he didn't want it at first. Like he literally said, I don't want to do it. And then he called himself. He's like, what am I talking about? Like I can't let the fear of failure. It's actually a great lesson. I can't let the fear of failure keep me from this like awesome opportunity that life has given me. Like as a ball player, this is what we want. We want to be under lights, high pressure, and if it doesn't work out, that's fine. But you don't want to not try because you risk failure. So I think the managers are kind of maybe let's throw the young guy a little bit.
We were halfway through the game, about the 5th inning, maybe going to the bottom of the 6th, and it was still 2-0. And I was scared this is going to be – a lot of All-Star games lately, it just seems like the pitchers just have dominated. Mm-hmm. They've been absolutely – they come out of the pen all throwing 99, 100. It takes more than an inning to get used to a guy like that. But then in the 6th inning, the levee broke, and then, Rooker hits a home run in the top of the 7th. Pete Alonso hits the bomb. Corbin Carroll hits. We get some excitement, all leading up to the finish.
Yeah, Corbin Carroll, tiny little
like
man.
That. Now, I will say this.
Ebo.
Ebo?
Yeah, a tiny little man with a lot of
He's
pop.
just making an observation about Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, Corbin Carroll and I are probably the same size.
5'10", 165.
Has he been in the office? No.
I don't think
right?
so.
Okay.
No.
The All-Star game to me has turned in, and I am a baseball fan. I go way back with baseball, but I don't watch baseball on a day-to-day basis as much as other people, especially to learn the elite hotshot relievers. I'm not talking about closers, but these relievers that show up in the All-Star game. I learn who the elite relievers are through the All-Star game. I had no idea who Bubic was. Who's Bubic? Who's this guy from San Francisco? He ended up giving a home run last night, but he comes in. He's throwing 100.
Is that the sub-1 ERA
He's
guy?
the .79 ERA.
Yeah,
.79 ERA immediately gives up a 3-run home run. These guys were, and they're all throwing fucking 101.
Everybody.
Mizorowski was good. He didn't strike anybody out, but he got everybody.
Bubic.
Who's Bubic?
I believe on the Royals?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a lanky lefty, or I got my guys mixed up.
Oh, so Bubic is not the guy from San Fran.
No, San Fran was Rodriguez, I believe.
I don't know. I just know he had a .87 ERA, and then I think Rooker gets the 3-run bomb off.
Yeah. He threw 2 sliders right outside the zone, and then he had to throw a fastball, and Rooker just deposited it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, let's shout out my LSU guy, Paul Skeens. 2 years in the bigs, 2 All-Star starts, 2 Ks, perfect. I mean, he's fucking incredible. Also, the production.
I don't like that y'all get to call him an LSU guy. He was there. He was there for 3 months.
Do you think he had? Where
It was a
do
one
do
month.
y'all think Paul Skeens would identify?
BYU.
You sound like no. You went to Air Force.
I know.
first. You got your blue and you got your blue schools with a ton of white guys confused.
Also, he was a great hitter. I wouldn't mind Paul Skeens being the home run guy last night.
That was what we always heard. He was a beast hitting at Air Force.
Yeah, no, he was as good a hitter as he was a pitcher at Air Force. And then he went to LSU, focused on pitching, and became what he became.
But you're probably the same guy that's like, you can't claim Joe Burrow. He's Ohio State. Fuck out of here.
You had him multiple years.
Anyway, I loved the production of the game last night. The Hank Aaron tribute, awesome.
Let me tell you something.
Stand up for cancer moment, awesome.
I
the
think
mic'd up players, so fun.
I don't love that, but
What?
I think the game changed with the Hank Aaron tribute. That thing was fucking unbelievable. It was.
Oh, I thought you were about to shit on it.
No.
There's no way you can be so ornery that you're going to shit
No,
on Aaron
no, I thought that
tribute.
was fucking immaculate and perfect. It was
Yeah.
one of the best tributes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The production with the being projected on the field and everything, and then the
look at it.
call, and then the shot going from home plate, the firework or whatever that was. This is just an absolutely perfect
technology.
This
tribute.
looked like this in the stadium?
Yes, yeah. That,
So I had a buddy there, and I texted him and said, "Can you see that?" And he sent me a picture from his seat, and yeah, he could.
Yeah, that's
So
lights.
cool.
That's not digital, right? That's the new thing at like Disney and everything is these kind of.
Had his
How many? Hey, T-Bob, you want to do a little bit of trivia?
Wait, did the Kissing Bandit ever get Hank?
Maybe been too late.
She might be problematic in that way.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
I'm just wondering.
Selective with
Come on.
All I'll tell you is I don't remember her getting Wilt Chamberlain or Hank Aaron or Willie Mays.
Kissing Bandit.
She might have.
I don't
She
know.
might have. I think she was focused on the Steve Carltons of the world.
I might be off Kissing Bandit train. Okay, well.
We also found out off air the other day. We didn't bring it up on air. She got Bobby Hebert one time, or she tried to get Bobby Hebert.
What did? Yeah. Wait, I don't.
He was saying she got the tight end.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, she went after Hobie Brenner from USC, the big tight end. He used to always say he was slow as molasses, but could catch anything, including Bandit's kisses. What an interesting. Yeah, you know what? That kind of checks out with your theory.
I just
If you're going to Hobie Brenner, out of the
if you're running onto an NFL field and going after Hobie,
Yep.
that might be. Listen,
We're out. I'm out.
I'm just asking questions.
I'm out.
Is there evidence that she ever went up to
I'm looking right now.
Willis Reed? Or did she ever go up to
Let's
Lou
do a
Brock?
snorkel of who she's getting.
What was your trivia?
Hank Aaron, in his career,
Hammer and Hank.
had how many 50 home run seasons?
I know the answer.
13.
Zero.
Okay.
He had
0.
45 was his high. But here's the thing about Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron was not a home run hitter. Hank Aaron entered the league as a line drive hitter. Hank Aaron won batting titles his first 4 or 5 years. He won 2 batting titles.
really?
Yeah. Hank Aaron was batting like 350 one year in the 50s. If you took away all 756 home runs, 755 home runs, excuse me, if you took away all of them, he still has 3,000 hits.
That's crazy.
Also, he did in the era where like pitchers were at such an advantage they had to change the height of the mound.
I mean, how many?
They had to lower the mound.
So that would be the other context that I would need is how many players would hit 50 home runs in that era? Like one a year, or would it something?
Oh no,
be done?
it was happening, but like Willie Mays has a couple. I think Frank Robinson won Triple Crown. I'm trying to think. Obviously Willie Mays and Roger Maris. I mean, Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris had the home run chase during that era. But really, after
I was
60,
thinking about Hank being after that.
after 61, no, he came in 53 and played
Wow.
to like 75 or 76.
Okay. Wow. I was way off.
So he's a great hitter. That era would go at the 50s was offensive minded, but the 60s was dominated by pitchers. He faced Sandy Koufax. He faced Bob Gibson. He faced all those guys, Don Drysdale, all those guys all the time. So I love Hank Aaron. I've always loved Hank Aaron.
Are we in a pitching or hitting dominant era right now, Ebo? Because I feel like I get conflicting reports.
It's a touch balance.
It's both, right?
Okay.
Like you-
But, I mean, I guess that's ideally where you want to be.
We were on pace to
We're in a
have
home run hitting era.
Yeah.
We're not in a hitting era.
Yes, we're not in a bad like the traditional your dad's
Right.
hitting era, but there are guys with plenty of power.
We're
the way we
we're
judge
the feast or famine era.
the way we judge players too is like more catered to like just how often they get on base. It's like Moneyball brain.
Yeah.
I think we're in a home run / strikeout era, right?
Yeah, but there's
feast
also
or
like
famine.
Kershaw like a decade ago was like he had 300 strikeouts in season. Like I don't know if we're gonna have a 300 strikeout guy just because of the
That's just because they don't pitch anymore.
Is that
Yeah.
just usage?
But we also have like we're on pace to have like 6 guys finish the season with ERAs under like 2.3 and 200 innings, and that hasn't happened in 60 years, 70 years.
And what we said, we have 4 guys pacing to hit over 50, which I think what they said like 3. Like that's very rare. We had that the other day. I can't remember the exact stat, but that's very rare. Okay, so they found
It's totally volatile.
The
Like-
meta is pretty balanced
Yeah.
overall. But
Yeah, there is not. When you talk about the battle between pitcher and hitter, I don't think anybody's winning that battle right now.
Okay.
But they are fighting it differently than they've ever fought it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well,
I mean,
said.
I think the guys at the top of each of their game are like so far ahead of everyone else in the middle.
and
of
then
the
so
pack.
you have Shohei Otani, who is
Just decided to do both.
just in an era where the guys are. Yeah, that's
Be
crazy.
prepared for second half Shohei Ohtani to put together maybe the greatest half of pitching in the history of baseball.
That's quite the prediction.
We may be seeing We may be seeing Jake Arrieta type shit out of him because
You think that's coming?
he's been he gave up 1 run in his first start back, and he's been pretty much unhittable, and he wasn't even really throwing his splitter, which
And he's
when he
added
was pitching
pitches
the
to
American League.
bag, right?
Yeah, he's added a new slider. He's throwing like harder now. If he like incorporates his full repertoire of pitches with the splitter, which I believe was the lowest batting average pitch in Major League Baseball, the last season he pitched, it's scary. He might be the best pitcher in baseball.
He's so big too.
I didn't realize.
Terrifying.
I didn't realize Mizorowski and Trevor McGill from the Brewers. I didn't realize they were both as big as they are. Did you see the interview with Mizorowski and what was it Rosenthal? Maybe I don't know how tall Rosenthal
Verducci?
is. Was it Verducci? Maybe
I
it was,
don't know.
Maybe it was, I think it was
I was
Rosenthal. That's right. You guys were off gallivanting and
God, it was so fun.
But anyway, Rosenthal interviewing Mizorowski. I don't know how tall Rosenthal is, but he looked 3'8". He was doing
Rosenthal is a little guy.
This. Yeah.
Oh,
Like, look at that.
Shit. Miz.
Is that Rosenthal?
Yes.
Okay.
God, what is this guy? 12?
Did you like in
He's
the
5'5".
in the swing off, like having Rosenthal and Verducci like interviewing the guys before they went up there and be like, "How you feeling? What are you thinking right now?" And it's and the guys just like,
didn't
"Have fun, hit the ball far."
Can I?
I didn't dislike it, but you are right that I was a little bit like, maybe
It doesn't like. I think a lot of the part of the broadcast is the color in the lines for you, and that did nothing. That colors nothing.
But I'll allow them that because Mic'd Up was awesome.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I have begrudgingly accepted mic'd up players, and this might be the most boomer take I'll ever have. Mic'd up players is fine, especially in an all-star game. I kind of like talking to the players. There's something about in-game manager interviews that makes my fucking skin crawl.
Well, because they're worthless.
I turn it down every time. I do not want to hear I don't know why. I don't know why it is that I cannot stand hearing from a manager in the midpoint of a game. I don't want to hear from a manager in the midway point of a game. I don't. They did a dual interview with Dave Roberts and Aaron Boone last night, and I literally muted my TV and just watched the action because it cringe. I don't know if that's the emotion that I'm feeling. I do not like it.
I mean, couldn't you
I don't like sideline interviews at all.
I was going to say, couldn't we just extend this to all mid-game coaching interviews? Because all you're really doing is you want to do 100. So for the one time, you get the quit asking. You know, like you want to do 100 so that one time you get a coach who says something that goes viral. Because like I mean, whatever. I watch things through like an LSU baseball lens, right? And so the Jay Johnson, he doesn't say shit. He's fucking dialed.
Not gonna say.
He doesn't want to be fucking doing this interview, and so you get absolutely nothing.
And with the player interviews on the field, we're all watching it, and it's allowed to happen simply because we want the ball to be hit to them while they're talking, right?
Well, yes, and I mean, come on, Kershaw last night, like Smoltz tell him to the splitter.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah,
and he's like, I don't have a splitter, Smoltz.
Yeah.
And like hearing this is one thing. Trevor Bauer's the guy who got kicked out, YouTube pitcher, right?
Yeah.
I've watched some of his videos as well where he's mic'd up. And it is, I think, hearing a pitcher's internal monologue and how they talk to themselves is pretty fun.
I don't like the Bauer one simply because he's performing. Like he's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
like a
yeah,
little
it
stand-up.
may be a little much.
But I do like, Freddie Freeman has an all-time one from spring training where Chipper and them are fucking with him in the batter's box. If the guys will fuck with him, that takes it to a whole nother level.
Yes, and like Kershaw last night being like, "Hold on a second, I got to throw this cheese right before he goes into his stretch." It was good. Pete Alonso was boring as fuck, but
Alonso was boring.
But the other ones were good. It was and All-Star games are the best because everybody's a little looser, having a little more fun. The stakes aren't as high.
That's what I thought when it turned into a home run derby at the end, and all the rosters were on the field and reacting to
Just
every
the
pitch.
boys having fun.
Just the boys having fun.
That's America's pastime right there.
That was awesome.
Could I point out another great thing about the All-Star game?
Please do.
The regular uniforms being
yes.
the home and road uniforms.
Thank God.
They tweaked the hats a little bit.
To put 2 stars right
Put
there.
2 stars, changed the brim of the hat, but they need something to sell that's like all-star, so that makes sense. But the regular jerseys being back is perfect.
And they still get to sell the jerseys from the home run derby. Like you can buy the All-Star jersey if you want. It looks so much better, especially because
so much better.
Like you said, it's like it's a bit of a regional sport.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're gonna see guys that you're not used to seeing, and so you want to know what team they're on, and not have to be like, what's it say on his hat? It was a win.
Well, it's an immediate identifier. You see a guy come into the game, and this is a Royals pitcher. I'm like, okay, well, this is a guy I don't know. The uniforms were perfect. It was a great night for baseball.
Yes,
and I think it begs the question, and I'll probably ask it here: Is Rob Manfred the best commissioner in sports?
Gotta be.
You got to think.
You really do.
It's either him or
Gotta
Roger
be thinking
Goodell.
about it.
I think he might have a decision about the format of this game that might sway him in one way or the other. And let me ask it to you. The swing off, people loved.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of people saying there needs to be more of this format. How can they use this more? Imagine if this was in a high pressure situation.
No,
it has to be at a fun, loose event.
It's too bush league to decide actual baseball. I even think a runner started on second is fucking crazy still.
Super crazy.
Like
I've kind of grown to be okay with that.
So I don't watch it. I've not. Again, I'm going to
Yeah.
come to the MLB more and more as I moved. I'm doing this job, and I want to get into the Cubs more. But like, even I'm at a major league game here when I was up here a few months ago, and all of a sudden, guys on second, and it's like, wait, what the fuck happened?
In fact, I believe last night was great, and I love the swing off. I do think we should have one extra inning with runners on second base. Like, give us one chance at a walk off. I feel like the format should go. After 10 innings, let's go. But I thought that we maybe should have got one extra inning. But that's a quibble because what we got was so great.
Yeah, I think the whole thing is they just want to avoid a 2007 All-Star Game situation where you're playing till 3 a.m. and they're out of pitchers
or the
I
2002 where they just called it a tie.
Yeah, I don't think I need extras in the All-Star game, especially because the swing off created a pseudo walk off sort of a situation with Schwarb's going 3 for 3, drop into a knee.
That's a great picture.
One,
You know what was
still shot?
You know what was funny? It made you realize it's just a fun, stupid event when it's just a weird visual when every time Schwarber connected for a home run, the catcher celebrated. Like Schwarber would hit a home run, the catcher would do this shit, and then the third one, the catcher just jumps out of his crouch.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, if you see the third home run, or we watch the Schwarber home runs, the catcher escalated every single one to where the third one, he's just like his team just won the World Series.
The boys having fun. Yeah. Boys having fun.
And Kyle Schwarber hitting all those home runs. Perfect send-off into next year at Citizens Bank Park. All-Star game in Philly.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
All right, so that one, the catcher's like, okay, well, is it going to go out? Just gonna look at it. All right.
Dead center.
All right. The second one, he says, I'm going to start celebrating.
Philly would be a great host city for.
It's going to be cool.
Have they done it recently?
Years ago.
Yep. All right. I'm excited. Yeah, here we go.
Let's fucking go.
Here we go.
Oh, smoked.
Yeah, that was a fucking bomb.
I got to see the picture, Connor. I haven't seen it yet of him on a
I'll
knee,
find it.
bat up, catcher standing up behind him.
Who's the pitchers? Was that just a guy that had to be loose the whole time? Is that?
I think it was the Yankees bench coach and the Dodgers bench coach.
Oh, they were just there with Roberts and Boone? Roberts and Boone. Excuse me.
Like their hitting coach or something?
All right. Well, All-Star game. This was on the prep sheet. Now, did you will something to existence, or does something else happen? It says LSU gets a commitment from Big Dumper too.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Question: does that mean they got a commitment from the younger Raleigh or from another fat catcher?
Not a
What?
Sorry. I got to check. I got to text. Okay, no. It is not Cal Raleigh's strapping little brother.
Because that would have been awesome.
That would have been
because
awesome.
you would have willed that into existence.
No, I know. But this guy is an absolute unit, and he is once again proving, look, sometimes guys in life, you got to go off meta, and in the age of Ozempic, the thick man remains king. Look at this guy from Grand Canyon, Zach York. Fucking animal. Look at that, dude. Pure DH power. They're saying anywhere from like a 3rd to 5th round MLB prospect. He is now committed to play.
Look at that
for
beast.
the LSU Tigers, dude. See, this guy has to be in the feast or famine era because he ain't beating out any pitches. He's just pure power.
So I don't know that I realized that Kirk from the Blue Jays is the same kind of guy. Did y'all see him last night?
Yeah, he's very short and stuck.
He got a single last night, and it was hilarious watching him around first.
Another beautiful part about baseball is it's so hand-eye based that
the fat guys
all body types are allowed. You can be tiny, you can be fat, and if you can rake, you're good to go. I mean, Ebo, I put a tweet in the I don't understand basically what this is saying, but it's talking about York's stats and everything. They don't really jump off the page to me, but analytically, I guess it's like, what does it say? His average EV sits in the 90th percentile for college. I don't fucking know. I just like that he's fat and can hit.
Hit the ball hard.
Yeah. Good.
Hit the ball hard and coaches will find you. Throw the ball hard, coaches will find you.
Yeah.
That's all that really matters now. It doesn't really actually even matter what you do on the field.
Well, have you gotten any calls since last night?
No.
Damn.
So
I need to call my doctor, though.
You hit one 440 feet?
Yeah.
He had the hardest off the bat and longest home run of the night. Shout out Primetime
It
Illinois,
felt
dude.
good, too. Like, I had been using a different bat, a lighter bat, and I switched to the heavy bat for this round.
Look at how beautiful Ebo's, and look at that picturesque Illinois sky. That was a moment last night where I was truly a pinch myself moment. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
My job is to sit out here and fucking crank baseballs, field baseballs with this blue, orange, green, yellow, pink, red sunset under the lights. Like, it was just fucking perfect.
Yeah, no, it was. And
Ebo was coming. Redrafting was bullshit. Also,
y'all redrafted.
It was crazy.
Hank traded the first pick away because it was a snake draft. He wanted the second and third, so it was me and Max on the team.
Worst decision ever.
It was Ebo and Max get on the
and then it didn't matter because I
the
lost.
whole thing was set up so Ebo and Max would be on different teams.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hank just always has to be that guy.
They were winning. They were winning for the first hour, and I think he thought he made like the greatest GM move of all time.
Yeah,
because they were up like 6 or 7 homers for about an hour.
Then y'all came back.
Yeah.
Who did he picked?
They won by 50.
Kadick and someone else.
Kadick and White Sox Dave, and Kadick was on fire to
Was
start.
Kadick hit bombs?
Yeah.
He petered out. Conditioning was his issue.
I could see that. It was
petered
hot.
out.
It was hot yesterday.
He because I almost ended up catching him. He ended 50. I ended with 49, and I started with two of my first and 0 on the second. I had to learn how to hit last night as the night went on, but it was so fun, dude.
Can I say this about T-Bob too? And I told you this afterwards. I watched his batting practice. It
was so bad,
dreadful.
Dude. It was so the guy with the pitching machine, like the baseball coach there, was like, "Are you sure you're left-handed?"
Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
It was awful to watch.
Connor,
but he came through.
I think the question everybody wants to know: did you send Lego titties to the
No, I did not. There is a long story with that where I didn't have access to send an email at first because I was the person who got that privilege revoked from the rest of the company.
You and Nikki Smokes.
And Nikki Smokes, but you can't send company emails anymore unless you're like Paige or Caitlin. Paige texted me saying you now have access for 24 hours to send a company-wide email.
Who gave her authority? Not she has authority to do that, but who said she wouldn't have done that unless somebody said it'd be okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I also then was like, well, I don't want to just send out an email. Just send out an email. I'm only going to send an email if it's better than the Lego titties from last year. I found something that I think might have been it. I'll send it to TJ. And
yeah, send it out right now.
I don't know. She said
just send it out via Mostly Sports, not email.
But then I was like, hey, I think I'm going to roll with this. And then she was like, actually, don't do that. That might get.
You have an image that you think is better than the Lego titties from last year.
I think it's the same caliber.
A lot yesterday as well. Like the hard molded plastic, but then it's got like the string bikini that they make it look like it's kind of like bulging on either side of. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, there it is.
Look at that.
but I feel bad for everybody in the chat. They were like, oh, send the email already. You keep talking about the email. I was told specifically not to.
You feel bad for them? They were trolling you.
He let everybody down.
They were trying to get you in trouble.
He let everybody down by not putting his job at risk.
No, because it was a fun part of the stream last year, and when you're there for 6 fucking hours and you're just like thinking of stuff to try and talk about, that gave some material. Last night we were kind of running low on material, but it was a fun time at the desk with PFT and Eddie.
I will say, shout out to the commentator's desk because there is really nothing to commentate on.
No.
It's the same thing for 760 times in a row.
You had to fill 6 hours. And also, this is something that I continue to be struck by. Shout out to all of the production crew, dude.
Yeah.
All the young men and women that just make it all work logistically. It goes off without a hitch. They do all the fucking dirty work. They're climbing on top of the dugout, setting up cameras, bundling up miles of cables and cameras afterwards. It is just like top tier all around.
That facility was immaculate.
Yeah, it was.
I had
great. Shout out Joliet.
The concession stand had a full bar in it.
Oh, it's awesome.
The
Like
concession
served
stand-
beer.
So this is funny. I don't think y'all, because y'all don't have kids, y'all haven't seen the Little League Park revolution that has taken place.
I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Because parents have to spend 16 hours every Saturday and every Sunday at these ballparks.
Travel ball has had a net positive in that regard.
Yes, it is. It is increased concessions to like draft beers, margaritas, good food, because there has to be a reason for the parents to want to be there for that long every weekend. And they were killing.
My Little League concession stand had my dad cooking hot dogs
Yeah.
and selling them.
Also, it would be like sometimes you show up on Saturday. It was just like, yeah, sorry, it's closed.
Yeah.
No one came today.
This was
at the park, dude.
It's crazy.
And it was like they had TVs in there. They had other games and stuff on.
Again, a really good draft beer
Also,
selection, too.
the fields. I was talking to the guy that runs the travel organization.
Sick.
They have like cameras hooked up everywhere, and they have like little stations for the set up those hit tracks. And so whenever a player hits like a double, they'll auto tweet it, and like it'll go into a player profile or something into their database.
Jesus.
To
That's
get
another
recruited.
thing
I'm like, this isn't like when I was playing Little League. Like, we were lucky to have like a mom that knew how to keep the score, or like
That's
do
another
the
thing
scorebook.
Is that there's all kind of all these parents love, like, you can find game streams. Like not announcers, but like all these Little League travel ball games will now have game streams that you can watch, I guess, if you're like a parent out of town.
Well, that's stupid.
It's the times.
And Connor, of course, we're finding out what he wanted to send in a minute, and he sent the Lego titties last year, excuse me. And Evo turned the group chat upside down, the Mostly Sports group chat, when he kept sending us pictures of a Major League Baseball player's wife.
So I was going to ask
Now hold on now.
Yeah, that was you.
Come on now.
Was that
Hold on now.
Was that not you? Who was sending pictures of a Major League? I'm not going to say the Major League Baseball
this
player.
is my boy's wife. She's so fine.
You
No,
said-
I didn't.
You said it was.
I did not. This was not me.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it's Ryan O'Hearn?
Yep, my
Aren't
good.
you friends
That's
with him?
your friend.
Ryan O'Hearn. He's a friend. So watch what you say.
Okay.
Watch what you say about my friend.
Well, why did it get sent to the group chat like 3 times?
I mean,
Because he's a first-time All-Star, and at one point he was DFA'd twice, and now he's an All-Star.
Should we get Bobby Hebert back in?
I'm trying. I'm fighting against all of my genetic urges.
All right, just relax. Everybody relax. Okay. All right.
Ryan O'Hearn is a first-time All-Star, and it's awesome that he gets to be there. He was DFA'd multiple times. Royals let him go. Orioles DFA'd him, brought him up. Great story of comeback and retribution, and that's why we care.
Good for him.
That's why we care.
Perseverance.
Yes.
Never stop.
Never give up. Don't ever give up.
Anything is possible.
I think that's from Remember the Titans.
She said it was a dream come true to be there last night.
That's awesome.
And she's a dream come true.
That's a good story.
Who?
So it works out for everybody.
Who?
Your boy's wife. O'Hearn's wife. She's a dream come
Your
true.
friend.
Sorry, yeah.
You not pick up? I mean, oh, wow.
Did you DM it to TJ Connor? Because I
did, yeah.
anxiously awaiting what you decided was your 2025 version of the Lego tip.
I don't know if it tops it. It probably doesn't. That's partially why we didn't send it out, but also
Good job of setting expectations. Of all the things that I thought was about to
Connor.
pop up on this stream,
Connor, what the
Is it-
fuck? What?
This is the wildest image I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm gonna play with my Legos to distract myself from no nut remember my Legos. Connor,
What is what is wrong with you?
All right, important question now.
we were going like
Really?
no, Ebo, do not ask this question.
Really important question.
Ebo, do not ask this question.
Which one?
Her or Ryan O'Hearn's wife?
Ebo, do
Which one?
Oh, this
Left.
Sure. Wait, what?
Left hole.
Oh, I thought you were doing this or the wife.
No.
No, left hole for sure.
Yeah, left hole. Left hole has less friction.
oh my god.
That smile on her face.
So yeah, I was doing Lego titties last year. I was thinking Lego ass this year,
She's cheeky.
but yeah, it got censored. And then I went over to Big Cat. I was like, send, and he's like, probably not.
Could you imagine if you brought someone home and they'd been over and had two buttholes that
All right, T-Bob. Okay, all right.
That'd be unbelievable.
I will say also Connor's final call was a little mean to our boy.
Yeah, it was, but I have to be objective. As
Yeah.
Well, what was it?
He said one of the biggest choke jobs.
I said it was an epic choke job,
I had 10 homers with 5 outs left,
and he needed 1 to tie Max.
and I gassed.
I mean, you're.
Wait, that's how they were throwing it to y'all? It wasn't a pitching machine?
No, it was.
The
This
final
is-
round I had to, yeah.
And there was a twist.
And an epic choke job by Ebo.
Connor.
Sorry, buddy. I love you.
Family.
You can't say
Wow,
no.
that's tough. Max Delente.
I mean, like Huck Harrelson would not have said
With his partner Memes.
it's the local
You
broadcast.
share a couch with him.
I know,
You,
but
should, you can have some bias. You don't need to be objective from the home broadcast. You can be like
No,
an
no,
unfortunate end for
He
call it how I
my
see
good
it.
friend.
He hit you with the.
He tried to do the national broadcast.
Well, also he hit you with the Ricky Bobby no offense, where he tried to cover it up by being like, I love you, buddy.
But
I love you, buddy. But
call
my
a spade a
God, you
spade.
fucked that up. You could have been first throw at the Cubs, and now you got nothing.
Which, yeah, that was Ebo. You can talk more about this, obviously. The twist from Lucas.
the twist was all time like
Lucas.
demoralizing.
What was the twist?
we were told we were competing on teams to hit 762 homers. First team to 382 was going to win.
And they would win.
And the team would win front row tickets to a game. Max hits the home run. He rounds the bases. We all dogpile home plate. And Lucas comes out. He's like, "Oh, I only have 2 tickets, so you guys are have to do a swing off or a 10-out home run derby between the first, second, and third place person, and then the person who finished 4, 5, and 6 are going to pitch to you." And then we were all just like, "What? Yeah. We just won."
It was so funny watching the quality of the pitching too.
Yeah.
I mean, just moon balls being dropped in there.
At certain points, I think on some of those, Dana put the ball literally like on the chalk of the other batter's box, and I stepped on the plate like 2 or 3 times.
To Lucas's defense, I think part of it was you wanted to differentiate it from last year a little bit more, but also with Ebo entering the competition now from the very beginning, they thought it was going to take less time than it did last year.
Oh, and he
And
failed.
They wanted
Ebo failed in that regard, too.
they wanted to make it a little bit longer, but we wound up going pretty much the same exact time that we did last year.
Guys started to peter out hard at the end.
Yes, and then that was
2
tacked
hours,
on
yeah.
at the end, and yeah, I felt bad for Ebo, but Max and Memes champions.
But also, yeah, it's like
Memes. Got
I think we
better
were all
as
like
the year
gassed
went
and
on.
like kind of ready to go. So it was just like
It was a bit weird.
Well, Pardon My Cheesesteak has a brand new combo on its menu, introducing...
the Brandon.
I thought there would be horns here.
Is it the Brandon Walker?
I thought there would be horns. I thought there'd be- yeah. The big one.
Oh, hey.
The big one.
Shit.
To that Lego girl once.
An original classic cheesesteak, your choice of brownie bites or donut dippers, and a drink, all for a discounted price. It is perfect for your game day meal or late night eats. Pardon My Cheesesteak. Oh, that's a good looking cheesesteak.
Oh my fat.
Yeah, look at that thing. Pardon My Cheesesteak offers a wide variety of cheesesteaks, loaded fries, and popular desserts, all delivered right to your door. Go to pardonmycheesesteak.com to order with PMC20. Code PMC20 for 20% off. Go to pardonmycheesesteak.com to order with code PMC20 for 20% off. I got a question that can be answered in real quick. I have 2. This is the LGBTQ segment. This is we're going to be talking about the G's today. We're going to talk about golf.
Okay.
So lacrosse, baseball, golf, tennis,
Okay. Yeah.
Quidditch,
Hey,
plus any other sport. Correct?
LSU had a hell of a Quidditch team back in the day.
Did they?
Yeah, Final Four.
I thought we only did
Multiple
this
years.
segment in June.
I thought we did it all the time. Lacrosse, golf, baseball, tennis.
So are we doing our lacrosse
Evo-
segment?
Lacrosse, golf, baseball, tennis go all year long.
Lacrosse segment. Malastek's getting his ass fucked.
It's
right
bad. The Italians are.
He's getting what?
They're doing an
He's getting
Italian
his
style
AF
on the
to-
checks.
Someone needs to Photoshop Malsek's face on the Lego girl.
Yes.
It was 15-2 at one point.
Oh my goodness,
15-3.
Oh, check coming back.
he's getting thrashed.
Down 9.
They got 2 more shots at it though. They can still do it.
They just had to finish within the top 7.
They're top 8 currently.
Yeah,
This is the quarterfinals.
So they'll play a second. They'll play.
There's 2 more games
Yeah.
for seeding. They just have to finish top 7 to get to Japan.
So once they get to the quarterfinals, whoever goes 0-3 after that is going to be number 8. So
Number
they just
8,
have to win one game.
Worst
All right.
case, there would be a game for 7-8, which would be the game to go to Japan or get
And
fucked.
Japan is what?
the
the
World
Worlds.
Championships in 2027.
And then we recently learned that there's only 6 countries competing in
Right,
lacrosse.
and it makes you think if they can't finish in the top, if they finish 7th or 8th here,
Yeah.
they're probably not going to be in the 6th that goes to the Olympics.
6 feels insane, right?
6 feels insane.
Josh Potter's joke yesterday when we read 6 per gender, and he said, "Oh, so that's like infinity teams." That's so funny.
Golf. 2 things about golf.
Okay.
Number 1, the British Open the Open Championship. Excuse me.
Yep.
Would you like to say it in a very British way?
What kind of accent? Do you
should
want
have
like
Connor
a
write
posh, like a posh British accent?
Yeah, like Posh Spice.
The Open Championship.
Yeah, that's okay. There's
St.
I would
He's
like
got
to
a voice.
have Connor write the intro type thing.
lead-in?
Yeah, the lead in that
Great
he
at it.
did, and then you can read it in your Scottish
We
accent.
need young Scoof.
Sure.
Scotland.
the
More down here.
the
Open Championship.
who's just doing a fat bastard.
Bobby McElroy.
The golf course where it is. What's that called? What course is it at? I know the word. I just don't want to say it wrong because
Do you have it written down?
Yeah, it's Royal Portrush, but is that how you say it?
Portrush.
Is it say Portrush or is it like
Royal
Portrush or something?
Portrush.
Does anybody know?
No,
Am I okay? Royal Portrush. Is it Portrush? Is it Portrush? Is it two? I don't want to say it. I want to say it how the British people say it. No, nothing.
Where is it?
It's in Scotland, right? Or Northern Ireland, excuse me. Yeah, it's Rory's home. It's a home game for Rory. right?
Patrouche.
Is it? How do you say it?
There's a
Portrush.
Should we watch videos?
A bit of an Irish lad. Northern Ireland. The Royal Portrush.
Are they going to say it?
I don't know, dude.
See what
Okay.
Alongside me, Bob McIntyre. We're playing the signature hole here at Royal Portrush. Well, I'm not playing.
Oh, Portrush. Okay, got it. Got it. All right.
Wow,
They
he
got right to it.
He rolled that all together. Roll Portrush.
So that was segment number 1. Segment number 2 is okay. So
That was golf.
YouTube golf star Grant Horvat turns down PGA Tour invite over content restrictions. Now, as somebody, we're all in varying degrees in the content game, right? We're doing content right now, so I don't want to besmirch any other content creator, but like, is this a big deal? Because yeah, the PGA Tour is not going to let somebody use their own cameras, right?
yeah. I think the idea is he got a sponsor's exemption to play,
Right.
and not a lot of people get offered those.
Okay.
But I think also part of the allure of the sponsor having the sponsor exemption is like, oh, he'll film it and
They want him in all his glory. They want him in the way that he
so
plays golf.
if you're gonna bring him,
You let him be him?
yeah, because what is he? He's gonna go shoot a terrible round. Like he's not gonna. Is he gonna compete in that?
I think
Yeah.
that people wanted to see how he would stack
How he
up,
would stack
Yeah.
up,
in a real golf environment, and that's why people. I think also people are thinking that he is like thinking he's bigger than golf
I don't.
because he's like.
I don't think that is the case, right?
I understand both sides of it, but I think he's being like, I'm not going to play golf unless I'm filming it for my channel.
So I understand his perspective in that, like you said, we're in the content game, and that's just what YouTubers do. Like that's
Yeah.
how he's made his life. And so YouTubers, especially that are obsessed and very good at like YouTube analytics and getting videos up on time and how it all works, like they get YouTube brain where yes, everything has to be filmed and uploaded. So I completely understand why he's there. But also I thought it was pretty good perspective from my guy John Peterson, who I think was the top response to that tweet, a journeyman PGA guy. He said, look, he's going to be paired with guys who for them, making the cut is like a not life or death, but like a stay employed or unemployed. Like you
big deal.
It's a big fucking deal, and they're out there grinding as hard as they possibly can. And should they be paired with somebody who's going to be like filming, talking to the camera? I don't have much passion for the conversation because, like Tej said, I think I kind of understand where all the parties are coming from here.
Yeah. But also, the PGA Tour does business with TV networks who pay tens of millions of dollars a year for the right to broadcast that stuff.
So
to own that footage.
It's a weird precedent to set if you let a famous YouTuber come in and film everything.
But then, because then everybody's going to want to film everything.
Yes.
Like Bryson would want to film his rounds,
yes,
like and use it for his channel. So I think also people are like, at what level would the event become prestigious enough where you would like if you know a major said we'll give you a spot. Is he going to back out of a major because he can't film?
But there are fun events on the PGA Tour, like the Pebble Beach Pro-Am, right? Like couldn't he do it like there or something? I
would think.
I don't know. I don't know.
Waste management.
Again, I'm like you. I don't have a passionate feeling on either side of this. It makes sense that he would want to do it, and it makes sense that they would not let him do it. So I guess we all just shake hands and go back to our corners at the end of the day.
Yeah, but some people seem like very upset at the fact that he turned down like a once in a lifetime opportunity, because like it's like, oh, anyone would.
But it's his opportunity
to be that in your shoes. Why are you not taking advantage of it?
I get where he's coming from, but yes, if you're like, make a fucking decision, I would say that I would rather him play and then just talk about it afterwards on his YouTube channel, what it was like to actually be in a PGA event and like the pressure and trying to keep up with these guys and how good they are and whatnot.
Or like work out a deal to get the rights to use the clips or something afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a ton of content around the prep for a PGA event and that he could have done. I think that he could have done something.
Yeah, because you could film yourself like the night before.
Right. It seems like he's choosing not to.
Yeah. He has YouTube brain though.
I
regret
to inform you all.
Do you?
I think Chick-fil-A has removed mac and cheese from their menu.
No.
Come on.
There's no way.
Don't say some
dumb shit like that.
That can't be fucking true.
Their
mac and cheese kills it.
I don't see it.
Like the mac and cheese makes it worth it that during college football season I have to sit through those stupid fucking commercials 24/7.
They do.
No, it's on here.
Where? I didn't see it.
I'm seeing it right here.
Get fries.
He's just old.
I'm not old.
Sometimes you gotta try a different Chick-fil-A store if you can.
No, just leave me alone. Everybody,
who's setting the bomb off?
I don't know. My watch like a week ago started going off like an alarm at noon every day, and I don't know how to change.
I have not heard a watch alarm like that since 6th grade.
Are you still on Eastern time?
Daylight savings.
Why? You've lived here for 2 years.
No, when I got back from Italy, I turned it back to Eastern time because that's where I was. And then I forgot to change it back to here.
Wearing a watch
I don't really know how to
not having the correct time is pretty funny.
Yeah.
You ever
defeats the purpose.
We don't use clocks as much as we used to use clocks because we have phones. But growing up, my mom
great all time forgetting Sarah Marshall line, where he's like, "Oh yeah, I moved out here and I stopped wearing a watch." He's like, "Oh yeah,
it's on my phone."
He's like, "No, I just have a phone now."
Paul Rudd, fantastic in that little 5 minutes.
Beep 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 beep. Sorry, your mom.
What?
Your mom.
Yeah. Are you making a joke about my mom?
No, you said your mom. You started. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Growing up, my mom, every clock in the house was 20 minutes fast. She wanted to live 20 minutes. Do you look at the time? Oh, okay. Well, now you got to do. She wanted you to think you were 20 minutes behind where you ought to be at all times. Every clock she had was 20 minutes fast.
So I'm going to defend her because
I didn't say that she needed to be defended. I wasn't judging her at all. I grew up in a house with all the clocks 20 minutes fast.
Well,
and she would do her car like that too. Every clock she had.
There's something to be said.
My mom loved clocks. She couldn't get enough clock.
Cuckoo clocks?
Just clock all the time. There were clocks everywhere in my house. Just every day a new clock coming in the house.
I like that Lego girl. No, I think there's something to be said for mentally tricking yourself with something that like functionally makes no sense, but makes it easier mentally. It's kind of like if you, I remember when you were like working out, and let's say you're doing something that involves both arms and you have 10 reps.
Yeah.
But you're only going to go one, like you do, so you really only have 5 reps instead of the 10.
Sure.
Because and it makes it just, I don't know, mentally it just makes it a bit easier.
Do y'all do y'all wake up to an alarm? Because I set an alarm every day, and I haven't heard my alarm in months. I wake up, my mind wakes me up 5 minutes before the alarm every day. No matter where I set the alarm,
I do something.
my mind wakes me up.
I usually, and this might be crazy, I usually just like leave the blinds open, and especially in the summer here, like the sun rises at like 5:30, so sometimes I'm up at like 6 just from the sun.
You let the sun wake you up.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's a more natural, true circadian rhythm.
Yeah,
Correct?
no, that sounds very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
No, right now we're in my family's in like a 2-bedroom spot, so I've got my son in a pack and play right next to the bed. So as soon as that motherfucker's up, he's just like slapping me in the face, climbing on top of me. So no alarm right now.
Kobe Buffkin wakes me up every morning.
Yeah. The rabbit?
Mm-hmm. I have a rabbit named Kobe Buffkin. Wakes me up every day.
With it lives in your house.
Yeah, it's a yak. It's a yak thing. But
Here's the thing: is T-Bob. I'm not cool enough to be involved with the yak universe. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on over in that universe that I am
Definitely
unaware
the
of.
cool guys club
so
around these parts.
I just learned that Brandon had a rabbit. How long have you had this rabbit?
Since what special episode did we do Kobe
I
Buffkin?
think it was a Plinko day, and I think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you brought in a rabbit as a Plinko punishment and then took it home.
Then I ended up taking it home. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, this place has furnished me with multiple animals.
That's not nice.
I have parakeets and a rabbit because.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Look who it is!
Wait a second!
Let's go!
What's up, boys?
What's up?
God.
Blubman looks good as fuck.
Blubman, no, fuck
wanna
no.
switch?
Stay there.
What?
I want to try on the Blubman barge for a change.
Hell yeah!
To what?
Titus.
Dude, little Blubman got his haircut.
Yeah, I got his haircut weeks ago.
I walk in and he shoves a camera in my face
I
and
know.
he's like, "Big changes at the stool," and I'm like, "Put the camera on you, dude." Because
I meant to text you about it, but I forgot because it is
Crazy.
little Blutman.
you forgot about me.
No, I forgot about him.
Oh,
What's
up, guys?
What are you doing here?
I got my first. Whoa, it's loud as fuck in these headphones. I got my first good night of sleep last night.
You look refreshed.
I felt refreshed.
Congrats, dude.
And I was watching the show and I thought, yeah, I get a little FOMO sometimes, so I thought I'd swing by and say hello real quick.
Okay, so what's
Surprise you
the
guys. What's
so
up?
first good night of sleep last night? Does that mean the baby had a good night of sleep, or did Mama Bear take all the overnight shift?
How was the hotel?
We'd have to study the game film
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
T-Bob, I don't really know what happened. All I know is my head hit the pillow and I woke up and it was like 8:30 and I was like, that was fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah,
was fucking
dude.
awesome.
That is a great feeling.
Well, you were driving here, I'm sure. So did you see Connor's latest Lego woman?
I did.
Okay.
did.
Is that what got you out of
I
bed?
did.
Got
I did.
you-
I was like, I gotta come in. I'm getting big time FOMO. I was like, I gotta come in and talk to Connor about Lego women. So, what's up, guys? I missed you guys. I missed you guys so much. The
Love
group
you, Mark.
chat's not the same. It's not the same. I don't. It doesn't scratch the itch for me to just text you guys.
Well, how's fatherhood?
Can I be sincere?
Yes,
Can we
please.
be
I love
sincere on the
nothing more.
show?
It's
You don't-
trust tree.
It is the greatest fucking thing in the world.
I told you.
I love it so
I told
much.
you.
I haven't. Am I allowed to reveal? Have you guys? Seen
We've
what I
never
have?
revealed. No.
Nobody's revealed
reveal.
it.
We've been
I
waiting for you to get
did.
back.
I did the gender reveal for the yak. I did the GIF.
Right. And nobody knows.
Which everybody obviously knows what the
I need to do
flying
a-
chicken pig is.
I need to do a gender reveal. I think I need to reveal what the gender reveal.
Yeah. So, yeah, take us behind the thought process here and why it means what it means.
Big Cat gave me the. He told me, when you have the kid, just tweet a Minecraft gift. I don't know what that means other than I know what Minecraft is. I know what a GIF is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the context of any of this shit. I know none of that. Are these memes that kids are these the new SpongeBob memes?
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey?
The Minecraft movie has led to
I knew about the movie, like what they like in the middle of the movie they stand up and scream shit.
Yeah, bringing live chickens to the
Yeah.
theaters in some cases.
Lava.
So I didn't know
Connor's cool.
I didn't know what this meant. And then I tweeted it and everybody was like, "Oh, it's so fucking obvious."
Yeah.
And half the people were like, "There's a hog and a cock.
Right.
That's a boy." And the other half was like, "That's a lot of pink. It's got to be a girl." So, I guess I'll reveal right now, or should I save it for the yak when next time I'm on the yak?
Are you going to be on the yak today?
No,
Then do it now.
I had a girl.
Yeah.
I had a girl.
Let's go.
I love her so much. I knew it was going to be a girl the whole time. For 9 months, I told my wife we're having a girl. I had one job in this whole thing. I was going to call the gender. The doctors, the plan was we were not going to find out until the baby came.
Best feeling.
Doctor's gonna pull the baby out. Your job, Mark. We're gonna show you the baby. You tell your wife what you had. You guys have a special moment. It's the whole thing. I don't want to get into the details too much. Extensive labor. It was an exhausting labor.
Yeah.
It was. It took a lot longer than we anticipated, and she actually started labor on my birthday. So we were like, holy shit, are we gonna have a Brady Kachuk situation? We brought that up when he was on the show. That Brady Kachuk's first kid was on his birthday.
My dad.
So it spills into the next day, and it's just going on and on forever. And then it's time to have the baby, and she's pushing. She's been pushing for a few hours. And I'm sitting by her side, and I look to the right, and I'm seeing my wife in absolute agony. It's been torture to sit there and like not be. You guys know, you can't do anything to help her.
Helpless.
But you also like your role as a husband and a soon-to-be father. You're supposed to be the helper, and you're just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, but you got it, babe. She's like, shut the fuck. Sometimes she's like, shut the fuck up. Other times she's like, where are you? You know. So I'm looking at her and I'm like, this is the worst thing in my life. But every time I look at the doctors, they're like getting excited about what's to come, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing in my life. Yeah. And I'm just doing like emotional whiplash of like, this sucks, this is awesome, this sucks, this is awesome, this sucks. And then the baby comes, the doctor handed it to me, and I was crying so hard.
Yes, yes, dude.
The doctor,
crazy.
They pull the baby out and they go, Dad? And they show it, and I go, yeah. I go, yeah. And they go, Dad, it's and I go, it is. And then my wife was the one that actually goes, it's a girl. And I was like, it's a girl.
And does it? It's like the crying starts like
immediately.
It is like somebody flips a switch in your heart, and you are immediately not like tearing up, like you immediately
Gushing.
are sobbing. It is. I'm getting goosebumps. It is a feeling, and you're still on that that high.
I'm going to be sincere for a second, then you guys can go back to Lego Girls with Big Titties.
It's an ass now.
It's an ass
It's an
this
ass.
year.
Yeah, with two holes.
Yeah.
Two holes. Two hole ass.
I'll be honest, I wasn't watching. I was listening, so I heard you guys describe it.
There it is.
Let me see it.
2024 was Lego titties. Now it's Lego ass in 2025.
The Scotty. Did you guys talk about the Scotty Scheffler video?
Not, but I
really,
watched it
no.
in full. One of the all-time best.
That
things
came
I've
at
ever
like the
seen.
perfect time of my life. So yeah, the moment of sincerity. I was watching that yesterday. I was like, this is fucking it, man. Like having this baby girl and just holding her every day is like, life finally makes sense to me.
Yes.
And I was watching the Scotty Scheffler thing, and I was, this fucking guy right here, he got it. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like a changed man. I don't know if this is a good thing for the show, a bad thing for the show when I come back.
Did you do Skin to Skin?
I did, yeah.
Oh, the golden hour
where
everybody gets out the room and it's just you, the baby, and mama. Oh.
So basically, like, all I do at home is just let the baby, not all I do, but most of my job right now is just let the baby sleep on my
the
chest.
best.
And it is like the greatest drug on earth.
And it's like, and you just, you get to watch, they're too dumb and young to, you can watch anything. So they sleep on your chest, you can watch whatever movie, whatever, you just chill.
I watched 48 hours of Tate trying to win a national championship on a college football.
You were active in the chat. You're in the chat. You were the most active chatter.
That was the greatest shit ever, dude. Like waking up at like 3 a.m. and you're feeding a baby and it's crying and you're trying to get it to calm down. So I'm like putting the baby on the chest and I'm like, I guess I'll just watch Tate like fucking go back to San Jose State and recruit.
the most trolly bit was Titus constantly popping in, and no matter the game, hey, is this a national championship? is this an Natty?
T-Bob, I missed the point where you dipped out.
I dipped out.
The show?
I told him when we started Tuesday night, I said, look, I will go until Mosley. Then I got to do Mosley. I got to do Macri to go pick my dad up from the airport. So I went up right until the start of the show. They lost the first Natty. Or no, maybe that's it. Whatever. So went up to the show. Went and got my dad. So I got a night's sleep before I hopped back in. Rick and Tate were the only ones that did the full 44 hours or whatever it ended up being. I think I ended up being here like 30-something hours straight at work. But it was,
you knew going in, there's no way we're like knocking this out in a few hours. Did you think? No,
because I knew I was bad at the game, and I knew Tate was bad at the game. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like I literally told him I will go until Mosley, and then I'm going to go do the show. So I had an idea, but I don't think I grasped how bad we were going to be.
Yeah,
like we would have never gotten across the finish line without Connor and Ryan and Rick stepping in.
Mark, how closely have you followed the show at all? Have you followed any of it?
I think I watched one episode. I forget which episode last week. I've been watching this week though.
Do you know
this week? I'm starting to like get into a little bit of.
Do you know who Luke is?
Oh yeah. Oh fuck! I did it again.
Luke. Hold on. Hold on, who's Luke?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
But
Luke.
Oh, Luke, the volleyball guy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it,
yeah.
I
We
forgot
got a
his
new
name.
Connor.
Yeah, I was like, how do I know Luke?
We-
Luke, the fucking
We found a good looking,
handsome fella.
handsome as hell.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And he's 5'11". He's soaring
Yeah.
over the net.
Yeah, that's Luke. Yeah.
That might be our new Connor.
Yeah.
He's good. He's playing tonight. He's playing tonight in the playoffs.
Oh damn! I wish I could go.
Hey, Connor, you're just like a huge piece of shit, huh? That's the next development. You're just like the bit. Like you're just
An
you just
asshole.
threw all of that women and sports thing down the drain.
No.
Yeah.
Just to
You-
save your own ass.
Reputation takes a lifetime to build.
Yeah.
Second to
Snap
tear
of a
down,
finger.
dude.
This is not women in broadcasting. This is women on the north.
Oh, women belong. They're okay in broadcasting, but they don't belong in sports.
Not in sports.
No. That's not, of course.
Unless you're Angel Reese.
Because the Luke's team has some good girls.
Update: Our friendships healed? Are we good still?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
So
I'll see him this weekend.
Sarah's good.
Yeah, Sarah's good. I'll see them this weekend. We'll party.
Did you see? Also, we had his dad on here, and we were trying to tell his dad about the volleyball, and he just kept stopping the conversation to say, "Are the girls hot?"
One of my favorite
He was very
things
into
I've
them
ever
wearing
listened to in my life. It's just so fucking funny. So funny. Your dad is incredible.
He's you know what's kind of funny about this too is he is a man who is intimidated by no stage. He craves it. He's an attention whore. That's where I get it from. Like he loves to entertain Spotlight. This is the first place Barstool. I don't know if it's kind of the youthful aspect, the internet. He was a little self-conscious.
Oh, really?
Yes, like afterwards he kept asking. He was like, I don't know. Was I talking too much? I'm like, I have never heard you express. I mean, this is a man who is self-confident to the point of being like sociopathic. Like a belief. The thing is how you make it as an NFL quarterback for that long. Like he just really believes in himself. And it's the first time I thought it was kind of cute. It was the first time ever
Well,
where I seen him
Bobby,
be like, I don't know,
if you're
like
watching,
it.
I fuck it. That was incredible.
That's what I kept
would do
telling
that
him.
every day.
Like, no,
I'm
it's fun,
fine
dude.
as one of the guys who has his name on the show for the time being. We'll see how long that lasts. Sorry, Bloodman.
What?
I would be fine with the Abear family doing a ship of thesis situation on the show and just slowly replacing all of us. Just like you look up in 2 years and it's just the entire family.
The next step is
Your
trying
dad replaces Connor.
get my sisters in
Yeah,
here.
your
my
sister
little
replaces
brother.
Ebo.
Not to get into the yak, but the other day when the plane thing happened and the dude walked off the plane, and then we have the footage of the gambling
Yes,
cave,
yes.
and the fact that forever that gambling cave reaction is Tommy Walker and Bobby Abear, both in the same shot, both
Standing
reacting as if they've
generation.
worked here forever.
And he actually he's napped during a lot of it. But then he woke up near the end and he was very invested.
Yeah.
He was very invested. So that was a lot of fun. Wait, Titus, okay, sincere, trust tree, parent question. Do you now feel like you know true fear as well?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right.
Every,
Like that-
every
that's-
like worst.
That was one of my biggest revelations. Was like, oh shit! Every movie that I've ever seen where they talk about being afraid because they love something so much, like now I finally understand that.
the most insane scenarios are popping into my head.
Things you've never thought about before.
If I hand my baby to this nurse, what if she just drop kicks her? Like, how do I know she's not? You're just like.
Are you like?
why
Are you
would I
like?
think that?
Are you like? Were you like when you're in the hospital? You like checking to make sure they're breathing constantly? During
Oh
the
yeah,
night?
we were doing that. Yeah,
Like sticking a finger under the nose. Is
yeah.
the chest moving?
it's been incredible, man. I fucking love it. I miss you guys like crazy, which is why I popped in. But
How's Mom Bear holding up?
she's a little banged up, but she's on the mend. She's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it's
So yeah,
rough.
I'm trying to figure out when to come back. But you guys seem to be doing all right.
It's rough.
So
yeah, well, we got T-Bob.
me and
I'm just
T-Bob.
keeping it
T-Bob
warm.
just talks the whole fucking time.
I'm just keeping it warm. Yeah. I mean,
No,
where do you think I
uh,
get it from? I mean, you fucking saw that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the best thing in the world. The baby spits up a lot, poops a lot, pisses a lot, but
Those first poops are weird.
the first poops are
Those
weird.
colostrum poops.
Oh, it doesn't even
Black
But-
but no
yeah.
smell.
Yeah.
But I just stare at her all day.
Yeah.
I fucking like she doesn't look anything like me. That's a little weird. She's got red hair and her eyebrows are kind of
Really?
like no eyebrows to speak of. Really,
That's weird.
Is there?
But
Does she have a good voice? A good
beautiful
cry?
nonetheless. Yeah, like it's a lot deeper than you would anticipate. But nonetheless, I still stare at her and just cry every so often. And think,
Crazy.
Her first words are going to be, "We are."
You just get hit with overwhelming gratitude out of
Oh,
nowhere.
by the way, speaking of you, Connor, I already threw myself. I already told on myself is that I blew my one job, which was calling the gender of my baby. You did too. You weren't even there.
I was in
The day-
Massachusetts.
I know you were.
But you said you were going to be.
You said
know.
for 9 months, you said you're going to be in the delivery room. And then, by the way, Brandon, congrats. I haven't seen you since you won the dozen.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was probably
that's
the biggest
huge.
accomplishment that day.
Yeah, I
Didn't give him the MVP belt.
You know what?
though.
You know what? This is a true story. So that was 6/26, right? That was my
Same day.
daughter's
Yeah,
birthday, the
yeah.
day she was born. So that night was our first night, and we're in the postpartum room, and we're settling in, and we're all moving in. For you, I threw it out there, and I knew what the answer was going to be.
Yeah.
But I love my guy so much that I threw it out there, and I was like, I know this is crazy. Babe, listen, I know this is crazy. What if we threw the dozen on the TV?
Yeah, let's go.
She's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So,
All right. Well, I got something to talk to her about then. That was a little selfish on her part.
That couldn't be the first thing Baby saw. Was
Why,
was
Uncle
Brandon.
B taking home the title with an artistically perfect performance?
Now, the one thing you
2009, final answer. I will never forget that as long as I live.
I blacked out in that moment. The one thing you have done to kind of ingratiate yourself and make home feel more like this place, you do pay Blutman to barge into your house. At 11 o'clock
every night. Yeah, he did 11 p.m. is what I tell him.
Shout out to Blood shagging balls
Yeah.
last night, too. Absolutely killing it. Jacob did a great job as well. Blood had a bare hand out there, that was.
I was
Beautiful.
watching the MLB All-Star Game, so no spoilers on the home run stream. I'm going to watch it tonight.
Okay.
But I can't wait to see 763 home runs hit over a permanent fence, and then one team of 6 guys sharing tickets.
Well,
Yeah.
Can't wait to see.
That's beautiful.
Well-
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch that tonight.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
You were chirping in the chat on that too.
Well, that one I was. That one.
Are you just a reply guy now?
No, that one.
No.
So that one was just like I was sniping. I was just like I would just like I'm sitting there. I would open up my app. I would just type a comment. and I'd get out.
Okay.
I was just like
Okay.
popping it. I didn't even. Yeah, I didn't really stick around. On
So,
that.
what is your what's your status update on Mario Kart? Are you almost 100%ed?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the itch to come back a little bit. Because there are a few more characters we got to unlock. A lot of P switches in this game. You guys playing this game?
No, I haven't played it yet.
I've-
Connor's been playing.
I've been playing
roam,
college
a
football.
lot-
I've been playing
yeah.
college football.
Connor's got the Switch too.
That's true.
The
Yeah.
wall
playing?
rides.
The
and
wall ride I
grinds
haven't.
look insane.
I haven't perfected
played
so I
yet?
think I'll need.
Have you not played?
You haven't even.
Connor,
you
that
haven't turned it
goddamn
on?
thing costs $500.
You haven't even set it up.
Is it open? Is the box open?
Yes.
Where's the Switch right now?
It's sitting unplugged on the bistro.
It's in my apartment.
Where is it sitting right now?
It's in my apartment.
Is what he just said correct?
Next to my television.
Have you logged an hour? Have you logged a minute?
I've
Have you set it up?
Have you bought the game?
I used my money to buy College Football 26 instead.
Great.
On the Switch.
Great.
Is the Switch is it out of the box and connected to your internet?
Is College Football 26 on the Switch?
I don't know.
No,
No,
I don't think
Oh
so.
yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting.
I did not know it needed to be set up to the internet.
It's just real funny. You know, I uproot all my kids' lives. My oldest daughter's a huge gamer.
I
desperately wants a Switch too. I'm like, sorry, Daddy can't get his hands on one. I'm a failure of a father. And I had an opportunity. I thought we were going to play a game. I was like, don't worry, maybe I can win it for you. And then the architect of the game just never puts the game into motion, takes the Switch for himself, and hasn't even turned it on.
He's a bad person.
close switch, code
fucking-
switch, or load switch. Could have been something. And then
Well, let's
we
play
just-
right now.
No, I don't.
Should we do it now?
Did you ever build
I
it?
just can't.
We only have 8 minutes.
It was a
We only have 8 minutes,
The whole
Titus.
gang is here. We can do it now.
Don't have time.
We only have 8 minutes.
kept doing this where you kept pushing the game back, and then I said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna take it."
By the way, so Titus,
ever gonna eat the waffles?
You are playing the Switch too?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
I actually,
he has his own.
So I was joking that I'm going to play Mario Kart World like crazy when the baby comes. I actually haven't played it at all. It's been
Okay.
I'm going to need a few more weeks to
Well,
really dive in.
I will say this.
I'm gonna need and Donkey Kong games. Just
Okay.
You see the reviews on this
Bro,
Donkey Kong game?
yes,
Dude, I might
yes.
not be back till like February.
That's what I was going to say. The for the Switch 2 owners out there, the new Donkey Kong game made by the Mario Odyssey team, one of the best games that's ever been made, fucking fantastic game, is getting 10 out of 10
10 out of
reviews.
10.
Perfect reviews.
Is it an open world Donkey Kong game?
Yes.
Or is
I
it
think
2D
so. Right?
or
I
what?
think that's
No,
what they're saying.
open world 3D platformer Donkey Kong game where I think you can like dig and destroy. But again,
Oh
if
yeah,
you've never
that's
played
another month for you.
Mario Odyssey is one of the best games I've ever played. One of my favorite games of all time. This is that same team, but they did a Donkey Kong.
You a Mario guy?
Yeah, I love Mario. I mean, we got a bunch of Mario lovers in here.
That's right. We do.
So awesome games done quick, which I love to watch every summer and winter. Just went on and I watched a full 120 star run of Mario 64. It's fucking mind blowing.
When we get that thing? When we get?
Oh,
when we get this?
You know what it is?
Sky
You know what
King?
it is? You know what it is?
What?
Think about. Hey!
Oh, what's up, Clicky? Oh, it's a gift.
Wow, that's beautiful.
What did he give me? Oh!
What does it
It's
say?
a Creed onesie.
Thank you, Nick.
Have you just been waiting to see him? You had that here the whole time?
He's been coming into work every day with this in his pocket.
Oh
Today
my
might be the
God,
day.
dude.
Oh, all right. What do you think this could be?
This is the Blutman cam, so you don't have to swing this one around as
No,
much.
this is chest cam.
Chest cam.
Oh.
Chest right underneath it.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
That's chest cam
Chest cam.
for you guys.
Barstool
We should have
Chess Club.
gaming today.
It can also be a shoots and ladders cam.
It could be any board game cam.
Any board
Sit
game
down.
game. Settlers of Catan.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Actually,
Categories?
Should we do a Mancala stream?
mostly, y'all ever played Settlers of Catan?
Hell
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would be a perfect
Oh, yeah.
mostly
You
game.
are such a fucking nerd.
It's no Settlers of Catan is like the great gateway drug into board gaming where like
Yeah.
anybody can play it, but it's also a step above like shoots and ladders and all
Cones
the
of
other kind of
Gunshire.
bullshit games.
We should have a board game Olympics where we play like all the classic board games and see who comes out.
Catan
on
is
top.
like, what if Monopoly was good?
Yes,
Right?
yes,
Like, that's pretty much.
yes. Actually,
yeah.
yes, 100%.
Yeah, what if Monopoly was actually fun?
Catan
and
also
good?
like ruins friendships too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never played a game that hasn't ended in an extreme argument. I've also never won. I've played hundreds of games. I'm fucking awful.
You guys talking college football? That's getting the juices
A
flowing.
little bit.
Oh,
yeah. We've
I won't lie.
been throwing that.
So
Get the
horny,
juices
dude.
flowing, dude.
We've been throwing that
So
around.
horny. I mean,
Yeah.
this morning I was just looking at week 1 again.
When
Week one's
what's the preview? What can I do at home to prepare myself?
Watch Brandon's TikToks.
Pay the players. It's really what. It's the only phrase that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could do that from home, but pay the players is
Yeah.
what.
I
Usually,
I think you need to synergize.
They got
Do you-
football synergy.
They should.
Blumman, give me a guy.
I'll give you
like
my
a
login
guy.
for
Give me a
Football
guy
Synergy.
to know about.
A guy in college football to know about. Well, first thing that comes to mind is Fluff Bothwell, but that's
That's just a running back.
almost-
He's not talking about.
I already know about Fluff Bothwell.
correct. Another. Wait, are you asking for a college?
I'm
football-
asking for a guy. I guess the premise of this is
You're asking for a
faulty
Liam
because
Blutman.
What I'm asking for is you to name a guy that Brandon would know about, so I can when I come back, I can. But now Brandon's in the room and I understand the flaw in this whole exercise.
Just give him Dampier.
But give me some people so I can be a ball
He
knower.
knows about Devin?
Yeah, he knows about Devin.
I don't think he does know about that.
I don't think he knows about Devin. Bro, Devin Dampier is
Dampier?
it's a good cut, Blood.
Who's Devin Dampier? I don't know.
Blood told
about
me about Devin Dampier.
him. Who's Devin Dampier?
The Utah quarterback who transferred from New Mexico and has gone over with his offense coordinator to Utah and had a very cool fake pitch last year, and he's a joystick with the ball in his hands, and he's a great dual threat. He has a big arm, but his wide receivers at New Mexico were so bad that they couldn't catch a common cold.
There you
Wow,
go.
that's pretty good.
So
Who's he? Give me a tennis player that he's like.
Let me stew on that.
Let me stew on that.
That's a weird name.
That's a
Is that
Is he
Finnish? What is that? Is that Belgiumish?
Let me stew on that.
Stew on that.
Danish, I think.
Wait, I got a play for you. We like fun names here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We got a
Wait,
new
we,
name.
we do have a new name.
All right.
Shout out Nikki, just committed to WVU. Sir Paul Cheeks. Sir Paul is the first name. Capital S, Sir, capital P, Paul, all in one name.
And his nickname is
Now,
Jesus and
how-
Cleats.
Jesus,
How?
Sir Paul, Jesus and Cleats Cheeks.
How do you get that nickname?
Let's fucking go, dude.
He's a he's a 3-star.
Sir Paul Cheeks.
How's Jesus and Cleats a 3-star?
And then-
Jesus
Hold on,
would be
hold
a
on.
3-star.
DeMar Hamlin is Jesus and Cleats. If anyone is Jesus and
Right,
Cleats.
right. DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
How could Jesus and Cleats have a be a 3-star?
What the old verse? The cheeks will inherit the earth. The meek will inherit. Still a 3-star. Come, you got to outperform. Look how excited Nikki was.
Sir Paul Cheeks.
I mean, Sir Paul is the funniest
Is
part
West
of that
Virginia
name, right?
where the Noah?
No,
No.
Divine?
He started. No.
Michigan?
He's at Eastern
Eastern
Michigan
Michigan
now.
But he went to West Virginia
think he was-
originally.
I think it was West
Am I
Virginia.
remembering that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's not
yeah.
there anymore.
No,
He's at Eastern
no.
Michigan now. Okay.
Did you see the Phil Steele typo?
I did. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Well,
So
I said it was a typo. Maybe it wasn't.
but no, I guess bringing up Phil Steele. A serious question: Is he? What preview guy? Do I
Pick
need
6
to-
previews.
We're on Pick 6 previews. Shout out Brett.
Brett Sancia or something like that.
A
Oh yeah,
lot
you
of
put me on
data.
last
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
guy. Yeah,
That's-
I
it
like,
makes
I
it
like
easier,
that. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of data, but
I
like
need to get my pick six.
in a
really
in a plain
combined-
stated way.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know. We started this after you. Did you play Housel when you were here?
Yeah, I played how. Yeah.
Okay, because it's Wednesday. We play Housel on Wednesdays.
All right, let's play house.
We gotta play Housel, right? Don't we play it on
play Housel.
Wednesdays?
Yeah.
Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday, right?
Whack off Wednesday. Shout out Ebo's boy's wife.
I played on
Wild Wednesday.
I played yesterday's. It was a nice ass penthouse in New York City.
Oh boy, this is right on a mountain.
All right, what's
It's California.
It's California. How do you know it's California?
It says it at the top.
When do y'all see that? Okay, Wild Wednesday's California. So we're in
God.
we're in this we're
that could be like?
What do you think about the size of those trees? Those aren't redwoods, right?
no, they're not redwoods, but is this a hill that's trying to look like a mountain?
That's like
Is that a driveway or a sidewalk?
that's Northern California.
That looks like a big
That's like
drop
Tahoe.
off.
This wine country?
We thinking Tahoe area.
It's over
We thinking-
there. Yeah, it's not much of a house, but it's still enough of a house.
Yeah, hot tub. Big,
hot
big
tub.
piece.
Hot tub is What? Let me look at the roof. What's that? What's the roof looking like?
Is that solar panels that are affixed
Yeah,
to the
there's-
roof?
What is that shit?
Yeah.
What's that
Solar-
shit on the roof?
those
That's
are
those solar panels.
Solar panels that
All
are
right.
they're not like attached to it. They're
Tacky.
yeah. That
They gotta face the sun.
And are they kind of a scam because you lease them but you don't buy them? I don't know. Somebody was trying to explain it to me.
I had a guy stop by my house the other day.
Yeah, that's
trying
what they do.
to sell me solar panels.
Yeah.
But when I opened the door, he goes, "Are you Brandon Walker?" And to
Family.
and then he wanted a picture, and it was to the point where I left the conversation thinking, okay, did that guy really want to sell me solar panels, or was he just somebody that looked up that knew my address on the internet?
But
But he
so
looked legit. He had the shirt and the hat.
of all the covers to come up with, selling solar panels
To Brandon Walker, yeah. I
Nathan, for you.
I
don't know.
appreciate it more
Yeah.
if he did that just to meet
He's
you.
like,
He went and
I
got
know
the
Brandon
uniform.
Walker lives there. I want to see him. But
Yeah.
but what could I say when he?
Wait, so did he
the
even
door.
attempt to sell you solar panels?
he did. He
Okay.
did. He did. And he went through the whole spiel, and I did not buy those solar panels or
Yeah, you
lease
hate
them.
the sun. You're like, give me a
right.
solar
the
shield.
wrong house, buddy. Wrong house.
I want to build a dome around my house. To
If
keep the
you
sun
were doing
out
a
at all
petition
times.
to get rid of solar panels, I would sign that. But I'm not fucking bringing more sun into my house. Where are we at on this house?
All right.
So it's California. I think we start at $5 million to start with.
Good God, is it like that in NorCal as well?
Isn't that like a fancy
Yeah.
training system
It's-
on the left? Like that's like that type of style.
I think having its own that appears to be, is that a driveway or is that just
That's
like
what I
is
think-
that a sidewalk that leads
To a
there no
garage?
driveway?
It has to lead to a garage,
you can't
right?
get a
Is
car.
that-
I mean,
is
look
it
how
a car- is
close
that a car?
You can't get a
Oh, is that
car.
is that
Those
maybe for a
rocks-
golf cart?
Yeah.
But the walkway suggests it's got maybe not acreage, but it has it's bigger. It's got a sizable.
There's some steps going.
footprint.
You see that? So you see the deck. There's like steps going
Yeah.
down. There, that's probably where the driveway.
Oh, is there a
I
lake
think-
or a river down
yeah,
there? Is
I
that
think
water?
There's
Yeah.
more to this than just the house.
It's the back of the
There's-
house, I think.
Well, how would it be the back? The front is looking. Okay, the front's just looking out over the water if that is water. Okay.
I'd be pissed if I had to walk up.
Yo,
So
yo,
what were you saying?
I said start at 5.
The one show I heard before this week was the you guys did the housel for the house was like $50 million fucking dollars.
Yeah.
The Colorado.
And we started at
That was
800K.
fucking crazy.
So yeah,
$5 million.
I guess you just go high, right?
$5
That's the
million.
move, You go high.
Oh, you're saying 8 million?
35.
No.
No, come on, Blutman.
Really?
I will cut my dick.
That's
off.
1,500 square feet right there. That's not $35 million.
The
All
world is their backyard.
right, we're guessing 5 million.
Too high.
Oh.
Oh.
Lower. Okay, all right. Okay, now we're inside the house.
Forestville, 55
3?
miles to
Alright.
San Francisco.
So it's Northern California or
yeah. What, how many miles to San Francisco?
55.
Kind of close.
So that's
That's that's an hour.
3-7.
that's gonna be Tahoe adjacent. I think we're looking at a Tahoe adjacent.
Okay, all right. So we're looking out. We have a deck that wraps around and into the forest there.
This is pretty.
I'd like to see what we're looking at.
I'd take this over the Aspen House any day.
Yeah. So y'all want to go down 3 million?
I think we
That
could
feels-
sandwich it there. I think
3-2?
3-2.
that range.
3-2. Titus?
3-2 feels right. That's
Yeah,
what I was gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Too high.
Oh,
shit.
wow. This is a bargain.
2,700 square feet.
So this just must be in the middle of nowhere. This is not.
Is that 2,700 with the basement included? Are you allowed to do that there? Is there a basement? Do you know? Because
There has to
here,
be,
because like here, you can include the basement in the square footage.
Okay, so there's steps. You can or you cannot?
Cannot in Chicago. I'm in the home buying journey right now. You cannot include the square footage. You get
Wow.
to tack
Oh,
on.
what if it's
some.
finished?
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if you're buying 2,500, you're actually getting a bit more.
That's a nice table.
How much do you think that table's worth?
3-2 is too high.
Stu, obviously, I mean 2, right?
Just two.
Just
Just
two.
two. See where
Just
we are.
plain
See how
two.
far down we got to go. All right.
Do I?
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Gotta
Okay.
buy this property.
Yeah, Brandon's gonna leave the show and fucking call the realtor.
3-bed, 3-bath.
Plumman, you wanted to say $35 million.
Yeah, you're out of this,
worst.
Blutman.
You're the worst real estate investor in the world.
1-5.
Is 1-4 too low?
1-4. 1-4.
Too low.
Is this thing? Too low. Okay.
Okay.
So
okay,
one.
okay.
Between 1-4 and 2.
Look at that.
Oh, that's lovely.
2.4 acres.
It's on 4 acres.
2.4.
2.4 acres. Okay.
I think this is the bargain price.
But how is I don't get it. This must just be truly in the middle of nowhere.
I was gonna say
there
it
are
has
no
to be.
roads
Yeah,
that
it
lead
has to be
it,
not a
shit
lot of
like
stuff
that.
around it or something.
Yeah, like you can't get internet out there or something.
Yeah.
I had 1-8.
It's a great mushroom house.
What?
Like just eating mushrooms at that house would be a fantastic night.
I wanted to talk to you about this since I saw it. What's your stance on me breaking my sphere cherry at the Backstreet Boys?
You did it?
I didn't do it.
Oh.
But what if I did it?
It'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It looked pretty
The way you said it, okay.
That'd be good.
It looked pretty awesome.
It did look cool. I saw a few videos. It looked cool. It looked cool.
Like the sphere is going to be cool no
It's
matter
gonna be
what.
cool
It's
no matter
not,
what.
it's
No,
not
no.
dead and co, but
I
it's
just
going to
needed
be
a second
badass
to
no
think
matter
about
what.
it.
Okay,
I needed a
all
second
right.
to think about it. I needed to process everything. It's Backstreet Boys in 2025. They're still good, but they're older,
Yeah.
and like the visual. I was just taking a second to think about it.
This was great. Where do y'all stand on Lance Bass being in the crowd? Did y'all see that?
Wait, he wasn't.
Lance Bass.
Lance Bass went to the Backstreet Boys
He's
show?
at this concert.
Oh, wow.
VIP.
So the only thing I would push the only concern I would have about Backstreet Boys at the fair is do the visual they dance right as
Right.
they sing. Are you supposed to watch the dancing or the visuals?
No, bro. You know, I was about to
Or
say,
just
you
the
know,
visual-
they're going
but
to be.
now their dancing is
Now
on the
they're
screen.
dancing
Yeah,
the visuals.
yeah.
they married it together.
Yeah.
It's like watching Mayor on like the floating discs and everything
Yeah.
when it's like,
Yeah.
and him and the keyboard player flirting.
All right, boys. I love you all.
Yep.
I don't think I'll be out for too much longer. I don't know.
So February,
March, something like that.
Perfect. Hell yeah. Good for me.
But yeah, things are going well. We're starting to turn a corner a little bit, and I'm getting optimistic. And I woke up this morning, I felt good. I was watching the start of the show, and I thought, why not today? Why not just pop in? I've been thinking to do it for a while.
Mark
I thought I'd
Titus,
just
girl
pop
dad.
in.
Hey,
Girl dad.
hey, kiss that baby.
I'm excited to make that my entire personality. By the way, Girl dad. Yeah.
That's what we all do when we start with a
You know
girl.
what I'm really excited about? I'm excited to start criticizing WNBA players at a level I
And now
never
you
had
can.
before. Now I can because I have a
now you
daughter.
can.
So I can be like, no, I'm allowed to say that because
Not to give away the group
Because-
chat, but the way he announced it to us in the group chat was, boys, disappointing news. I have to start respecting women.
I have to start treating women as people now. Fuck.
We'll get you a gift certificate to the Barstool store. We could get you a girl dad hat or something along those lines.
Maybe get a discounted 10%.
Yeah, maybe
20%
just, yeah.
perhaps.
Or a discount at Sport Clips, maybe?
Oh,
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Or clip.
Sport.
Oh, he's just wrecking the.
Yeah, I've really done.
Sorry,
this is the
I'll be
third-
honest.
It's the third time I'm knocking
My
this over
little
today.
space up there looks way better than I anticipated, T-Bob.
It looks
I thought
great.
you would have just cleared it out and made it your own.
No, it
by
looks
now,
great.
so.
I keep knocking him over, and this is the best part right here. Almost as good as Sport Clips. This summer, the sun's out, and so are the fresh cuts at Sport Clips Haircuts. The perfect place to cool off and watch some sports on TV while also getting precision haircut from stylists who just get it. They've been specifically trained to cut men's hair. Take your haircut to the next level, and you ask for the MVP haircut experience. Comes with a hot steam towel, a 7 pressure point massaging shampoo that are sure to make you melt into that chair. And for this summer only, you could swap out the classic hot steam towel for a refreshing chilled towel. It's an icy alternative, the perfect way to defeat the heat. Sport Clips, it's a game changer. I actually cut off more than half my hair at Sport Clips the other day. I have a hat on, but it looks good, I promise you. When I have a hat on.
By the way, the Earnhardt documentary, phenomenal.
Really?
Fucking awesome.
I haven't watched it
I
yet.
can't recommend it enough. It's
Really?
so
What's it on?
it's so good.
I imagine your
Amazon.
documentary game is strong
It's
right
so
now.
good, dude. But it is one of the best sports documentaries I've ever seen in my life. It's so fucking good. Even if you think you know everything about Dale Earnhardt, it's still the footage they dug up, the testimonials, like you brought it up that he's a bad dad, which like I kind of guessed, but then to watch like his kids talk about him being a bad dad, to watch like Darryl Waltrip just be like, yeah, Dale's not the best racer ever. Like I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
they were like this was not The Last Dance. This was not like a puff piece.
Okay.
This was very much like they're interviewing Darryl Waltrip and he's just shitting all over him, but then also saying like I love Dale.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was incredible. It was captivating. I couldn't. I wish it was 100 episodes.
I gotta
It's
watch
only
that.
4, so.
God, you're still very good looking, Mark. I mean, look at that mustache.
Yeah, it's a handsome guy.
dude.
It's a good-looking
I
guy.
got the dad
Fucking
glow.
man, dude.
I love you guys. I
Right.
actually do have to run. So I don't know when I'll see you again, but maybe in a few weeks.
Hell yeah.
Family.
All right,
Family. You the
Love
man.
you all. See you guys.
Love you, Mark.
All right.
Love you, Mark.
We'll see you
Thank
guys
for letting
tomorrow.
me sitting here.
That's a ball's done.
Family.